Hi guys. Here we are, Odd Pod number 8. I even looked it up. Go me. On the 21st of January, can you believe it already? 2024, 3 weeks in. What the holy jump is going on around this place? I'd like to know. Time and space continuum means nothing anymore. There's no linear time anyway. That's a man-made concept, so we need to get that out of the way right away. So, which, as I was speaking the other day, I have a time with a man-made concept of time. I just wake up and go, okay, where am I? What planet? What dimension? What day? Am I working? Not working? What do I have to do? Anything? What's on the agenda? What being am I? What wings am I wearing today? All those things, all those important things. What dimension am I in? That's really important. Got to make sure you're in the right dimension each day when you get up to be on your Earth trip in your Earth suit, having a nice cup of tea. It is 4 in the afternoon. The English-Irish native being that I am likes her cup of tea in the afternoon, and I even have a figgy jammy. Gluten-free and organic, of course. Story of my life. Always been into health ever since I was a young person. Grew up outside of, very athletic. Wore bare feet most of the time in the summer if I could. A few nails stepped on, etc. Yeah, it was wonderful. Run around. Way back when there was, the ground, just letting my cats out here, was clean enough that you could walk around all day in bare feet without worrying about catching this, that, and the other god dang thing that's out there these days. Besides, people are so filthy and rude. Wouldn't want to have to walk around in my bare feet in the city. Catch a goddamn disease. Or the hospital, even worse. Whatever you wear in a hospital, throw it away. When you get out, all you're doing is bringing disease with you. Yeah. They usually give you slippers and stuff now in the hospital, so you don't take disease back out with you. Yeah. So, hopefully you folks are getting your one things together. Your one thing you wish to let go of, and the one thing you wish to bring in to help yourself be a better person, to live a better life, to make better choices. Just start with the small things. I am proud of myself. I have gotten a couple things done out of the 4 things that I've decided I want to work on bringing back into my life. So the past couple of days I've been working on it, for a few months now. The walking every day and hang on, Dusky. It's a nobody. Thank you. As I said, I have 3 cats. He was just thinking about sharpening his claws on the edge of my bed, which is a big fat no. Yeah. Now he's going to the other side. Little turkey. Oh, he's getting up. Okay. I'd have to get the water bottle out. So you know what that means immediately. Behavior gets a little bit better when the water bottle comes out. It's kind of like mom with the switch. You get the spanking stick. I've got 2 things I do. I get the water bottle. They know what that is. They pay attention. And I have a certain way that I stomp my feet. If I come home and I see that there's been mischief done in the house, or there being little poop heads scrapping and stuff, not being kind, then I stomp my feet, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, see, I just did it gently here, and right now he's looking at me like, what? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, 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 do. Who did that? And then all of a sudden it's just, whew. they'll take off, but I can usually tell by their body language who actually did it. So those are two things. And well, they know other words, of course. My pussycats are very smart. Plus, they live with me, and I'm a being of spirit. So they're pretty cool babies. They don't get into too much mischief, but they are cats. So it is like having a few adolescents, little toddlers in your home without all of the trouble, of course. But you kind of have to pay attention and listen to what kind of mischief is going on. But I wouldn't be without it if I didn't have my cats or dogs or both in my life. Somebody to love and who loves me unconditionally. I've been alone for a long, long time now. I don't think I would have made it through some of the effing fucking shit that I went through in my life. We'll get into that. Right now, we know that I've gone to school. I've come out of grade 12. And I'm just talking about, teaching our children well. And while we're talking about that, we're also talking about how we can help our own self a little bit at a time. Help our own self a little bit at a time, then we can reflect that out to be the ripple in the pond. That gives other people permission to take care of their own self in a good way. And that's what it's all about, you know? I guess very basically, it's like a life coaching, but it's a life coaching in a different way. I work with folks spiritually in the spiritual energetic as well as what they have to say in the physical. And a lot of times when I'm working with people, if I talk to them physically, it's just so for the human to feel comfortable because all the big work, the magic, and the medicine is being done energetically. A lot of times I use my beautiful angel hands, big monster hands that they are. They are healing masters, these babies right here. Yes, they are. Worked a hard life, chefing and living in the bush and hunting and fishing and trapping and lifting weights and doing sports and, yep, writing, coloring, painting. I like to paint. I just finished another painting the other day. I'm a mixed media kind of abstract artist, but I usually have some type of a mountain landscape in there somewhere. It tends to creep into my work. Where is it? I could show you, I guess. Hang on, guys. Let me grab my latest piece here. I might have to turn the light on and everything. Oh my gosh. But I'll give you a show. I don't know. My work is so different. So because I use different types of paint, and I'll make a drawing, say maybe in Sharpies, and then I'll paint over it in watercolor. Then I'll go over it in watercolor pencils and watercolor crayons and do even more of that layering. And then I might go over it with acrylic or glitter paint or stickers or who knows. And a lot of times I just and start. I don't draw anything or look at pictures or anything like that. I just do it. And I let it come out. Some days it doesn't work, other days it's brilliant. But it's usually always, for myself anyway, quite good information. And a lot of times spirit is working through me. And when I was hurt really badly in a motor vehicle accident many years ago now, uh, we'll get to that part of my life as well in the future. Um, I did 2.5 years at least of art therapy to learn how to communicate again properly and to express myself. So I've learned not that it's not important about what other people think of your work. You have to learn that, honey. It doesn't matter what other people think about your work or your hobbies or your life choices or your life path, or it really does not in the whole scope of the whole wide world. The only person that you need to pay attention to lives right here. And the only one that you are beholden to, need to surrender to in correct energy, the energy of love and light and that which is correct, is the Holy Creator, the Source, The all one. Nobody else on this whole wide world makes a fucking difference. And I'm sorry if that shocks you, hurts your little feelings. Not your children, not your spouse, not your work, not anything that you deem as important out there makes a rat's ass of a difference on the contract that you have signed on this earth plane. You will fulfill it. You signed on the dotted line before you even came. That's why you're here, my dears. Shock, big shock. You're here to finish stuff off that you've already got going on. And everybody that's in your life is somebody that you've known before. They're either here to assist you to finish off that needs to be finished or continue on with something that needs to be continued on. And sometimes you need to bring things to completion in this life so that you can raise your vibrations. Keep them there so that when you come back again, if you haven't done your work, and bazillions of us don't do the work, that is. We think that, going to church and putting $50 in the fucking plate's going to get us off to St. Peter's gates, as they like to say in human speak. What a bunch of goddamn shit that is. You will have to atone for all which you have done on this earth planet. Do not think that you will not. But it's not to some mad-made idol. Thank you very much. It's the one holy source, the one power, the all one. Who you'll have to speak to is when you go to cross into the light. And I hope, for your sake, that you have done right in this place, in this world, on this plane, in this space-time continuum, in this dimension. Or you're going to have to come back again and again and again, times millions and millions and millions of years, if you don't get it right. So start now. Listen to what I have to say. Come out and, as source sees. What I'm talking about right now is not what I was going to talk about today. Because I'm on a type of a theme of our teaching our children well, and what I would have liked to have seen in the school, even back when I was in school in the 70s. Mindfulness, meditation, stop the bullying and the cliques, the hierarchy, you know. Nobody bothered me because I was really good at sports and I was really fit. Rip your head right the fuck off. And I had to be like that to protect myself. You're either the victim or you're not. Where I grew up. And I was not. I was until I was not. And I was taken advantage of most of my life because I'm kind-hearted and I was taught to look for the best in everybody. What a bunch of fucking crap that is. Be mildly suspicious of everyone until you find out why they want to be in your circle. Don't be hateful or rude or unkind. I believe in being courteous. I believe in kind and caring. Manners on all levels is a big thing in my world. And respect for self and others is also a big thing in my world. I'd love to, hopefully help some folks get a minor understanding. And I'm going to do the Odd Pod here, which is free for everybody to listen to at all times. And if they want other work done, well then, that is my modality on, and there are fees that will have to be paid. But in the future, I will also teach, my own classes I have going on the basic chakra system. Many, many folks, as we were talking, don't know you know, anything about chakras and how your body really, really runs, and what we really are, and let alone, how to govern them and understand them and work with them and not against them because they're working you no matter if you know about them or not. So educate yourself, folks. Educate yourself. I'm stepping up here. I'm stepping out after 40 years of hiding, after multi millions of eons of hiding, stepping out here. And for those of you that can feel the love tone that I carry, the holiness that is me, thank you. This is very big for me. Very big, guys. To expose myself for the light that I am. The angel on this earth. The alien angel hybrid may have been prosecuted and murdered for millions and millions of years. But we're here. Just want to say that. Yes, I like to cuss and carry on, and I'm a bushwoman, and I love it. I wouldn't want to be anything else in this lifetime. I'm so grateful that I was brought up in the bush. The knowledge that I have, it's priceless. I give so many thanks to my ancestors and the elders that seen fit to bring me to this place, this earth, this space-time continuum. Sometimes I wonder why. Why the fuck am I still alive? They've been trying to take me off of here for many, many years. They don't like it when they see a bright shining light. And by they, you know what I mean. Those that don't know, reptilian beings, the shadow beings, the ones that need not be named, that are also on this planet and do not wish for us to be the best that we can be. For then they lose control, right? So many of us have been hiding here amongst you. Carriers of the light, carriers of the love, the carriers of the power, that which is correct in the universe and beyond. And we want everybody to wake up to the greatest of their capabilities. Wake up and remember. Remember how beautiful you are. We're all beautiful, magical beings, and we've been so fucked up. It's time to remember. And we're going to start that. Number one, teaching the children well. Number two, doing little things for yourself to better yourself. Because guess what? And this makes me cry. I'm crying right now because I'm just sitting in such a holy place and it's so beautiful. But I want to let you guys know too, as we do this work. Just remember, the Holy Sacred One, the one that governs all of this. So fucking magnificent. You can't. I was going to say, can you imagine? But you can't imagine. In your wildest fucking imaginations, you cannot imagine how vast, how big, how powerful the realm really, really is. I work with light energy. I work with dark matter. It's beautiful. Then the humans are just starting to understand that there's much, much more out there than what you see. What you see is just the light part. The dark matter is where the real deal Holyfield is going on. The raw power out there, the love, so much love. If you could see, like I can see, not very many people can. Well, thank you. But, so that's one of my gifts. Anyway, if you could see what I could see, you would see. And I'm sure there's folks that do, and they see in their own way. And that's the most beautiful thing. Because what I was getting at is if you could see how much cheering, how much they're cheering, hoping, wishing for us to be better. Better yourself. Only you can do it. And the other thing I wanted to say, which was I was saying brings tears to my eyes, because number one, I'm in a holy place talking to you here today. Did a big healing today. The Holy Sacred One, the Source, has made it so that you are here. Watching this right here, right now, this space-time continuum, this earth, this dimension, this plane, this life. Only you are you. You are the only you in this whole wide world. And the Holy Source seen fit that we need one of you here on this earth plane. And here you are. Remember that. Lock it in. Remember, you are unique, beautiful, brilliant individual. You are the only one of you. So it behooves you to respect you, the all of you. Right, guys? One thing you don't want to do, one thing you would love to do for yourself. This creates the ripples down into the children and beyond. Gives other folks permission to feel free to start being better to themselves and others. Wouldn't this be awesome? So I was going to show you my painting, but then I got off on another tangent after I had a cup of tea. But I need to wipe my nose because I've been having some tears because the whole energy in here is like amazing. And some of you may feel that. I hope that you can. And I'll try and, if you're watching it right here live with me, you certainly would. But you can feel the essence of it, I'm sure, when you watch the video. So 1 second here. I'm going to blow my nose and I'm going to show you one of my paintings. I don't know if that's good luck for you or not, guys. Here we go. So here, my dears, this is one of my paintings. This one took me a couple of days to do. I like to do abstract. Let me see. So I'll show you a bit at a time. Sky, mountains, landscape, trees. Now this is Sharpies Watercolors, and pencil crayon watercolors. This is just a quick, fun one I did the other day. Took me a couple of days, but it was only maybe 5 hours, 6 hours. Just playing here. In my work, you have to look close, guys. You'll see there's all kinds of different things going on. My trees are very pretty this time around. There we go. Let me show you. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Anyway, not that good, but you see. And that's something that I do for fun. That's was something I did the last couple of days to play. Hi, guys. Gonna turn the light back off again. Look at my poor fig tree. It got frozen. Yes, unfortunately. It's in here recovering. My baby. All right. Turning off the light. It's not about seeing me. It's about listening when I speak. Love ya. All right. So there. What do you think about that? I have other ones too, but they're all downstairs and stuff. I'm not about to go tromping around. That was just one that I just finished, so it's up here in my room. I have it hanging on the wall. Look at it for a little while. I have my other favorite ones. They're packed away right now. So I'm getting the urge to do some more paintings, and then I end up with, 20 or 30 paintings around. And where the heck do I put them? So I have them in, what am I trying to say? U-Haul or somebody like that. I'm not quite sure if it is, but it's their picture box or small mirror boxes or something. And they're really handy dandy for extra pictures that you've painted, or pictures or frames that you may have found that you hope to put stuff in one day. It's a good way to store them. Yeah, I got a few of them out and about. So I like that. I'd like to have them ideally on a great big huge thing in a studio so I could go and look through them all, and because some of them I'd still like to maybe do a little bit more on, even though they've been hanging around for years. I'd been thinking about this one abstract painting that I did, and it just doesn't feel done to me. It doesn't feel done. Although I haven't painted on it for 3 years. Every time I look at it and I like it, but then I go, it's not finished. Need to do something else. So I'll probably take it back out again one day and finish off what I think I need to do to it. So yes, as I was speaking the other day, this also is part of my center point, a place where I go to settle down and ground in and, regroup. I like to, well, I love to watch shows because I didn't have that most of my life. So I'm addicted to watching cool shows, lots of space and quantum physics and forensic science and art and cooking, of course. One of my favoriteest things. I do like some sports. I love to watch sports, and I don't like those stupid shows that they have on TV. What a bunch of crap that is. How annoying, and then what an insult to my intelligence. People think that that's entertainment these days. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? Get your heads out of your asses, really. Some of it. A lot of it. Yeah. Dribble. Fucking dribble. You know, whatever happened to playing games and board games and playing cards and drawing and getting bits of sticks and stones and dried leaves and things and sticking them on driftwood with glue and fun stuff like that as children. We need to do more fun stuff like that. I used to just be happy sitting in a warm area, the stones, you know, by the lake shore, sometimes where the old creek beds and stuff are in the Yukon. Being beautiful little round stones, polished stones, little wee river stones or creek stones. They'd be all nice and warm. As a little child, I'd be just happy to sit there, nice and warm in the sun. I could smell the summer, so I smell lots of things. The grasses would be around the trees, and then the stones would be so pretty. You take the time to look at them. Each of them are individuals as well, just like you and I on this planet. I haven't cultivated a lifelong love of stones doing that. I have my stone beam friends that I live with all the time, and they prefer to be called stones and not rocks. Thank you very much. There are stone beans, and there are others. So I have a lot of stones with me in my life, semi-precious crystals, stones, minerals, etc. And I wear a lot. All my things that I wear are real. I don't like to wear any crap or cheap junk. It's one of my things I do. My beautiful earrings, I have a lot of these, made by a very talented friend up north, Midnight Sun Design. She works online as well. Yeah, beautiful. Very blessed to have a large choice of these beautiful beaded earrings. I just happened to run into a talented woman, many of them up there, of course, many of us everywhere, I must say. So lovely to see. And that's something we also need to do for our children. What is their talent, as I mentioned? Teach them everything. Teach them a bit about everything so that they are capable human beings. Capable to take care of their own self when there is no running water, no electricity, right? Goddamn 7-Eleven down the street, thank you very much. This is the future for them. Shit's gonna hit the fan, and this I know. Maybe not in my lifetime, but certainly in theirs, and most probably in my lifetime as well. So I'll probably be here for quite a while because, I signed a contract to do that. Much to my chagrin. When I found that out, I wasn't happy about that. Of course, my guy thinks it's awfully funny. So we'll see. We'll see just how long I decide to be on this plane. Maybe a couple 100 years, maybe not. We'll see. I've already done my work. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I have the ability, the capabilities to do that. That's one of my life goals. Becoming a spiritual master. When I decide that it's time for me to go, I will go out the no exit door and I will go. I don't care. When I decide, it's my life, my sacred holy path, my soul journey. Nobody else's. Nobody gets to fucking tell me what to do to my body and myself. Fuck you. It's my sacred craft, mine. I'm governing it. It's my holy state of being, mine. I am the queen and I am the king of me, my kingdom. This form right here. Nobody gets to touch the instrument. Nobody gets to play in the yard. And when I say play in the yard, I mean energetically. Keep your fucking shit off of me. Learn some manners. So rude, humans. So, eventually I'll teach you about very simple chakras and how to make a sacred circle and Keep yourself from getting all yucked up so that you don't go around being all rude, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Yeah. For being like myself that feels everything, hears everything, sees everything, smells everything, senses everything. It's intimate galactic knowledge throughout the multiverses. It's really jarring to be around you guys. And I'm sure there's many beautiful beings like myself all across this planet. We're probably in the same place, hiding away, right? Number one, so much fucking bullshit out there. You know, pretenders, wannabes, people who haven't done the work. Maybe they're gifted, but, they're not using it correctly. That'll always come back to get you, right? Anything you abuse will abuse you back. This is a universal law. I do not wish anybody harm. I do not wish negativity on anybody. I'll cuss them out of my head. We all do that. But I do not intentionally wish hate or harm on any other being. That is not my nature. As a being of spirit, I do not manifest negativity onto this plane. Once again, not intentionally, not ever. My heart is pure. My intention is pure. I work in the realm of love and light. I do not come here to create chaos or negativity on any level. If my words jar you, tough fucking titty. Sometimes the truth hurts. Hopefully folks will find it refreshing. About some time somebody started talking the truth, even if there is cuss words in it. Many beings like to cuss, myself included. Some days not, some days I do. That was delicious. Figgy and jammy I had with my tea. So I've done my walk. Been doing that now for months. Sometimes I fall off a little, just for a few days, but I've been doing it regularly. Was doing a little bit of yoga. I'm still doing a bit stretching, but I'd like to bring that even more in. I did cook some really good food. I've been cooking good food and eating that, although I haven't been having my shakes, so I'd have to work on that for myself. I've been doing my Aud Pod. I was going to take I don't know, maybe only 4 or 5 days off, but I ended up taking 10 days off. I went out traveling around, changing my location to a better place and space and time. Well, it makes me happy. And we're setting up my office again, and then, as I mentioned, out of power there, pretty messy for 2 or 3 days. So anyway, 10 days later, and here we are now. Do my second day in a row. Yeehaw, go Sue. So, I give myself kudos for that. Got a couple of things done, or more, out of my things that I want to do to better myself. Still working hard on this self-sabotage. There's things that I know that if I did for myself, it would make it easier for myself in my life. And I've known about them for years and years, but do you think I can get them done? There's a block there. Why? Some type of a sabotage. Why? 40 years of work and 23 years of this particular energetic chandra, I still haven't really got down to the why. I'm not allowing myself to be a completely successful, well-recognized being on this planet. Well, number one, gotta quit hiding. And number two, quit being the student. See, I've been learning for a long, 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 long time. Number three, very important, listening to my guides. I've reached the stage of my life, and I've been here for many years now. But I definitely do listen as best as I can, as best as I understand. Because still, sometimes the way they bring the messages in, they like you to play detective. I mean, I like to play detective. I do detective work, of course, but I don't like to detect but decoding the information that they're bringing to me. It's like, oh, come on, fellas and guys and girls and brothers and sisters. Can we just give me the info so I don't have to do the deciphering because I'm lazy? But yes, every time things swap up and you change up your energetics and the information comes in differently. You kind of have to learn that again each time. You raise your frequency, you learn how to live in the world again, over again. Not everything, of course, but I'm talking in energy. You notice more, you see more, you lived in heightened awareness. Yeah, you can, when somebody's pulling your leg when they're not. You can see, hear, know so much more about what's going around in the environment around you. It makes a big difference in your life and your life choices and how you govern your own self, especially once you realize that maybe you're part of the toxic waste. Just saying, you know. So once again, got a few more days, guys. I want you to start being really thinking now, burn up that piece of paper. Be really cool if you would take it out, rip it in some pieces and just burn it. Hopefully outside in a safe area and just let those ashes go. Should just be one piece of paper right on both sides. And you should have your other new piece of paper now, and you should be writing down, things that maybe you'd like to better in this life or better in yourself. And pick one of those. We're just going to start with one. Just start with one. And what is it? And how are you going to implement it into your life? So anytime you start noticing that you're doing the shitty thing, back off. No, don't need to go there. We'll just skip right back that section of the tape, that section of the script. We're erasing that out, we're ripping it up, or re-recording over it, whatever it takes. Notice the behavior, number one. That's how you start changing it. Admit to yourself, number one, first, that you want to change and there are things that need to be changed. Right? Then, what is it? Admit it to yourself. What is it? And each time you notice yourself going to that place, then pull back. Okay, no, step away. I'm going to sidestep that place. Don't need to go there. Then you start noticing. Start to notice when you're going to that place. Then, eventually, as soon as you start feeling that, you'll be past it. And pretty soon you won't even do it anymore. What you will be doing is replacing it with something that brings in a positive to you. So the ideal thing would be, oh shit, I see I'm going to that shitty shit place. Okay, we'll just shoop around that. And they'll get quicker and quicker, and pretty soon it'll be won't do it anymore. But not only that, shooping around this. Don't need to go there. So into what am I going to do to better myself? Change that thought. Right? Got to change the perception. Change the perception of the lens that you see yourself through. Not only that you see yourself through, but what you see the world through, and eventually what you see the universe through and beyond. Change the lens, what's called the lens of perception. See? You can only see the world from the level of the wounding and the perception, your level of understanding, so to speak. So I could talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but if your perception of myself is skewed, then you will not understand anything of what I say, even though you may feel good in my presence. That happens too. Folks feel so much better in my presence. They hear me, because they're in a place of higher vibration. But as soon as they get away with me, away from me, and half an hour later they forget it all because they're not in that place, not in that space time. Nice cup of tea. So your center place, your center point, whatever that may be, some place for you to go to solid down, center down, ground down, because could be rocky. I mean, the whole world's shifting here. The next 21 years are going to be a whole different world when we wake up. Yes, and it's starting this year, guys. Starting this year. It's going to get pretty rocky in the spring and pretty rocky again in the fall. The negative pathology is going to push at everybody who's trying to speak up for their own self and to walk right with what is correct in the world, in the light, all that is. So find a place, center space where you can go. Don't listen to the fucking bullshit. Turn that news off. That is just the biggest waste of time in the whole goddamn planet, isn't it? Yeah. You might as well, watching the news, you might as well get better entertainment and watch the Beverly Hillbillies or something like that. Watch some goddamn Flintstones or something. More truth there than the news. Just saying. Yeah, I mean, of course, they just tell you what they want you to know, right? You know that. I hope that you fucking know that. Fuck. Get your heads out of your asses, guys. Okay, that's my favorite saying these days. There's a whole bunch of what the fucks and like, oh my gosh, can you get your heads out of your butts? Because you are being duped so bad. The fucking governments and they out there, as folks say, so deceitful, lying assholes. I see your shit and I'm calling you on it too. Right? Get me my apple box. Let me be fucking queen of the world. I'll fix this place up. Assholes. Just wrecking the place. Why do we allow it? They fucking work for us. I said this before. Why? Why? If everybody in all of Canada did what was right, what are they going to do about it? Start fucking thinking for yourselves, people. Gee whiz, I'm just getting so tired of looking out here and seeing all the muggles and the sheeples just running after whatever anybody says. They said this. Oh, they said that. Oh, what am I supposed to be offended at today? Oh my God, what's going on in Timbuktu that I can do fuck all about, but that I can worry about and lower my immune system over? Fuck off. Really? That's all they're doing, and they do it on purpose. I've said this in one of my other ones, and I'll be saying it till the day I die. They fucking do it on purpose. And I see them. I've seen them for years. I've been watching them for decades. I see them. Had I not been a bushwoman living in the mountains in this lifetime, probably would have taken them on. Sue all the media around the world for causing sickness in the humans of the planet by putting out negative vibrational energetics through their music, etc., that causes cellular irritation and aggression in the human being, lowers their immune system, places them in fear, places them in sickness, and they fucking do it on purpose. What don't you understand about that? There is music out there done correctly. Start listening to it. It'll change up your psyche. Change your perception. Get educated on stuff more than the A, B, F, and C's. So much more out there. Teach your children well. Remember, who you are. Magical, beautiful, 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 beautiful and magical is what I'm trying to say. Magnificent. A being of light, a being of power that has been squashed for eons, millions of years, till you've forgotten who you are. You think you're their fucking Prada jeans and bags or whatever the heck they make out there. You think you're your nails and your hair extensions. You think that you're your, you know, NHL ticket or NFL ticket or whatever the fellas like to work for. I'll be rich and famous. I'll be a lawyer. I'll be a doctor. No, no, that's not what you are. That's not what you are. You are what you are. You are what your soul is. Who's your true you? Who are you truly? What were you born to be? Are you what you were born to be? I'm pretty damn close to what I was born to be. Magical. Teacher. Warrior. Being of spirit. I'm all these things and so, so much more. So much more. You can drop me off in the middle of the bush, 200 kilometers out in the middle of nowhere. I don't effing care. If I've got my axe, my water bucket, my frying pan, or whatever, my gun, my matches, I'm good to go. My sleeping gear. Are you? I know how to take care of myself. Do you? I can cook on a fire, put up a tent, catch a fish, shoot a moose, right? Skin a beaver, got a fish, got a grouse. I know what mushrooms to eat, what berries to pick, what flowers and stuff we can eat, what is medicine. I know how to change tire, change spark plugs. I could probably change the oil in my car if I had to. I can do minor plumbing, minor things, minor sewing, minor sawing, minor carpentry, change my light bulbs, do a few things like that around. I don't mess around with things too much. I have great respect for electricity and propane, stuff like that. But I know how to do things. I can drive a car, I can drive a truck, I can drive a boat, I can drive an ATV, a motorcycle, a snow machine, right? A bicycle. I know how to set a trap. I know how to make a snare. I know how to shoot an arrow, a gun. I know how to skin. I use a knife. I know how to tie a fishing line. I know how to drive a standard. All these things. And more. So much more. I know how to gut and skin a moose, a fish, a bird, whatever. You, if you piss me off, just kidding. Not though. I just do it in energy, don't have to do it physically. So, yes, as I was saying a long time ago, it's one thing as an energetic being that you do not do when you walk in in that side of that which is right, right? You don't hate. You might dislike something intensely because, hate is a powerful word. It's a terrible word. You don't wish people harm. You want to manifest that on the planet. There's enough of that around here already. All them fucking boneheads out there. Warmongering assholes. So you wish for their healing. What I like to say is, you're going to have to speak for yourself when you go to the light. Sorry, guys. True story. So there's that. There's the karma that you made. You're making you built that for your own self. Guess what? You will have to, I don't want to say atone, but that's not that. But you will, it will come, it will crop up in your future. Let's just say that. And just building up all that energy, creating it for your own self. And if not in this lifetime, in the future, it will come back to you. Don't you worry. In your soul journey, things that you do on your soul journey, you will have to speak of. No fucking doubt about it. So don't wish other folks harm. What you say is, may you get that which you deserve, and may the healing begin. That lets God and Source, whoever you want to call it, Holy Sacred One, God, Goddess, that's their job. So, there's a few folks out here who need to hear that. May you get what you deserve, and may the healing begin. You know who you are. Because you don't want to, put that negativity out there. Guess what? Gets to come right back on you. So you don't want to do stuff like that. That just creates that, what you eat, what you drink, what you put in, on, and around your body, what you think about, you bring about. What you talk about, you bring about. Whoever you hang out with affects your energetics and your lifestyle. Guilty by association. Think about these things. I pay attention to what I put in, on, and around my body each and every day, and that includes the electromagnetics. Of course, I'm shielded to the max. I wear many, many shields each and every day to be on this planet. I wear them 24/7, 365 days of the year, every goddamn second. The only thing I want to know as a being of spirit is something or someone is trying to come in on me. Is there a crack in my armor? Someplace. I've got guardians out there. They let me know what the heck's going on and shoop, fix it right fucking now. Unless something has snuck in on me, then I'll feel it. Like, I'll feel it in here. Then I will actually call to other beings like myself that I know. And we'll work on it together, and that really helps because that kind of gives you, say, like a booster pack, so to speak, jet fuel. And I can amp up my power, and they can bring in their gifts and knowledge, and then we can assist each other, keeping the crap off of our holy sacred forms and out of our etherics and our energetics. So if I can't do it my own self, and most of the time I can, but sometimes I cannot because heaven knows, as I've talked with you before, there's a lot of fucking shitty shit out here. Gooey, sticky, human consciousness crap. Gosh, it's terrible. Terrible. It'll be a wonderful day in the neighborhood when people start to understand a little bit more about this planet, the holy sacred self that she is, and how much all of the beings of the universe and beyond are praying and cheering for us to become better. This is the hospital plane. All the sickos are here, some sicker than others. They're cheering for us, but a lot of us don't listen. I see them, I hear them, myself and many, many others know that we are supported, that we are loved unconditionally, that love is the law, and the light will always win. This is the future. We're going to have to learn to teach our children well, right? Mindfulness, meditation, chakras, auric manners, how to do a little bit of everything so they can take care of themselves when the place falls down in a great big heap all across the planet. It's going to be. And then, what do they really get tickled by? What really sparks their passion? Let them do that for their life work. Not the doctor, the lawyer, the this, the that. No, 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 no. That's not what makes the world go round. Like, come on, guys, really? They're just extras. We need doctors, of course, but a lot of this stuff is extras, and a lot of the specialities is a bunch of fucking bullshit, really. What happened to the good old days when a lot of folks knew a lot about everything? You not have to see 10 different folks for one complaint because, oh my God, it might have been in here. Well, that's one person's, but if it's over here, well, then that's another person's. And heaven believe, if it's in your knee, well, that's somebody else's. Like, oh my God, like, can you fucking give me a break? Myself, I use Eastern medicine and natural medicines, and then Western when I need diagnostic. And when I go to them for help, is because I need help. Why? Because I have a large knowledge base. And if I'm asking them for help, well, then they better bloody give me help. I wouldn't be there if I didn't need help. I don't go to any doctors or anybody unless I absolutely need to, and I cannot continue to work on it my own self. There is a fine line. You can't be stupid either, right? If I need a diagnostic or I need help in the Western way, I will go for it. But I do not go for every little fucking thing that goes wrong in my form. I know my form. I take care of my form. My form is a healthy, beautiful form. I do not take any type of pills whatsoever for any health issues, other than that which I choose to take, which is supplements. Protein drinks, green drinks, amino acids, omega 3, 6, 9s, collagens, things that are good for my form, that are supporting my form. Castor oil cleanse, liver cleanses for parasites, right? 80% of all the problems of the health problems in North America are caused by fucking parasites. Now clean up your goddamn bodies. Quit shoving it full of shit. And you will find most of your health problems will disappear. When the body has no place to put toxins, what does it do? It starts putting them in your joints. And then you got sore joints, sore back, arthritis, whatever. Clean up your body. It takes at least 6 months. And for every year that you've had a condition, it's going to be a good 6 weeks of a cleanse. So if you've had something for 10 years, 60 weeks, over a year, like we're so used to instant gratification. Give me the pill, the morphine, the this, the that, the Valium, right? No. Clean up your body. Clean up your form. You'll feel better physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. The body, how do you feel? That is the smart part of you. How do you feel? Not what do you think? How do you feel? No thinking. No thinking, no thinking, no thinking. How do you feel about it? Clean up your body. Get back in touch with yourself. Only if you're really ill, waste somebody's time. Otherwise, you're just wasting people's time. You know? Everything's a waste of fucking time these days. I'll start charging people for my time waiting for them. My time is precious as well. Everybody's time is. You never know when your time is over. Unless you're like myself and you get to choose. Unless somebody else chooses for me, but doubt that. Cancel that. You don't even want to put that out there in the universe. That's what you think about, you bring about. So you remember that. Try thinking nicer things about yourself and the world. Try thinking nicer things about Mother Earth. And that's what's going on the planet. Quit watching all that fear-mongering, immune system lowering, cell irritating fucking shit on the TV. The brain killer, right? Stop it. Watch good stuff. There's lots of good stuff out there. I'm just thinking about it, and I've been thinking about this for years too, and I think I will incorporate it here into the Aud Pod. I wanted to do a little show called The Good News. And we're going to talk about good news, about good things that have gone on around the planet, in the neighborhood, in my life, your life. Good things. We don't need to hear about the shitty shit and the dirty laundry. We can see that 24 hours a goddamn day. I don't want to look at that crap. I need to hear that in my energy. I don't want that in my cells. Fuck that. Choose wiser. What in, on, and around your form affects you. Just think what your children are being affected like. God, what a goddamn mess this planet is in. Electromagnetically, they're affected adversely. And then listening to all that fucking lying bullshit going on out there. I wouldn't want to be a little child. I just feel so sorry for them. So sorry. I wasn't even happy about being here in this lifetime, let alone being a little child. Oh my God. Poor little things. Place is so fucking fucked up. Humans, what are you going to do about it? Start with you. One thing. Teach the children well. One thing you don't want, one thing you do want. And find a center point. Someplace that's a good, solid grounding place for you. So when they start really trying to be oppressive assholes, being aggressive with the public, you'll have a place to go so that you don't get triggered by it all. Because that's what they're trying to do, right? Divide and conquer, fear-mongering, triggering people off their emotional centers, and then they're way easier to control. So if everybody knew about chakras and meditation and mindfulness and how to keep that energy out of your etherics, guess what? They don't get to control you anymore. Why do you think that they've tried to erase it out of history? Wake up. Teach your children well. Gotta go. Love ya. See you again, guys, okay? And get working on that which you wish to have in your life. You got a few more days here. And then gives 11 months to implement those things. Like I said, if you've had a health issue for years and years and years, 10 years is 60 months of cleanse. To cleanse that out of your system, to heal it, not to cover it up with the human frickin' band-aids that they like. Cut you open, put you on this pill, that pill, the other goddamn pill. Learn you're human, learn yourself, take care of yourself. Learn when you need help and when you don't need help. I use Eastern medicine for myself personally, and natural medicine that works the best for my form, may not for yours. There's many, many modalities on the path to health. So find one that works for you. Just one. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't self-sabotage. You can do it. Hmm? If I can do it, you can do it. And you'll understand why in the future, guys. Yeah. If I can do this, what I have done and achieved in my lifetime, anybody can. I'm not supposed to be alive. I'm not supposed to be here sitting here talking to you. Well, they certainly didn't expect me after the motor vehicle accident to be able to learn anymore. I should have been on disability years and years and years ago. But that's not the type of person that I am. I'm a goddamn bushwoman from the Yukon, in the mountains. I pull up my goddamn socks. I learned, again, how to take care of myself on a certain level. I still struggle with some things. And here I am, doing extremely well. Don't believe them. You are the boss of you on all levels. This is my holy kingdom, and I work very hard to keep her here in a very good way. And nobody gets to tell me how to do it. Right? They are not God. Don't let other people run your life physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. That is your choice. If you allow it, it will continue. Make the choice to take the chance to accept change and work on changing yourself for the better. Because you are a wholly unique being. There's only one of you, and you deserve it. We all deserve it. We deserve the very bestest life that we can bring for ourselves in this whole wide world. Don't get me wrong, I'm not naive to the shitty shit that's going on out there. But for those of you who are here and listening and wanting to, walk the path of hopefully making better choices and learning about things that are out there that are beyond the mainstream fallacies, misconceptions, deceptions, duping, then I'll see you here, guys and girls. Just saying. All right, darlings. Gotta go chef up some dinner because I'm getting hungry. Bye now. Remember, tell yourself you love yourself. Tell you mean it, because guess what? I love you. I love you. See you later.